Hello everybody, I'm the Nerdy Guy, and for those of you who haven't heard, Snoop Dogg got arrested in Sweden this week. He was in the city of Uppsala for his tour where he had a concert, and after the concert he was driving down a road where the cops were doing a random checking of cars to see if anybody was driving under the influence. And one of the cars were pulled over were Snoop Dogg's, and the police decided that, yeah, he's acting as if he's driving under the influence, so they arrested him and took him to the police station. There Snoop Dogg had to pee in a cup, and he was free to go less than an hour later. He has not been charged with anything, but he is under suspicion of a minor drug crime, which in Sweden isn't enough to merit a travel ban, so he left the country shortly after to go to Georgia, the country, not the state, for his next concert. And yeah, you'd think that would be the end of it. You'd think that, yeah, Snoop Dogg getting arrested for drug crime, that's nothing new, so yeah, that's it. But no, because Snoop Dogg is handling this as a 5-year-old would. No, I'm not going to say 5-year-old, I'm going to say 2-year-old, because my 2-year-old nephew could probably have handled this better than him. He decided to, in the police car, record a video of himself basically crying about how he was racially profiled and how he's never returning to Sweden ever again. And his fans can thank the cops for that. He's saying that, oh, they only arrested him for being black. There's no other reason they arrested him. So, dear Snoop Dogg, you're not going to watch this video, but I'm going to talk to you as if you are looking at this video. But you might not remember this. You might, because marijuana does hell on your memory. So you might not remember this, but you are an open user of marijuana. You've smoked openly for years. You're an open advocate for legalization of marijuana. You sing about smoking marijuana in several of your songs. And you have prior arrests of possession of marijuana. One of which in Norway, our neighboring country, where you had tried to bring in so much marijuana to the country that you were banned from entering it for 2 years. And you are going to sit there and say that, oh, there was racial profiling. They only arrested you for being black? Are you fucking kidding me? You don't think it's possible that they arrested you for suspicion of being high because you've been high so fucking much? The fact that you can sit there and say that you were racially profiled. Oh yeah, you poor oppressed man. Yeah, you have it so hard. I mean, the people getting beaten and shot by cops in the US have no idea how easy they have it compared to you. You had to go to the police station and pee in a cup. Oh God. And you were free to go less than an hour later. Oh God. Seriously, he's acting as if the cops spat in his face, called him racial slurs, and beat him on the way to the police station. They arrested you under suspicion of being high. They took a drug test on you. And Snoop Dogg is now claiming that that drug test came out clean. But the cops are saying they haven't gotten the results yet. And honestly, I believe in the cops in this scenario. Because the results of drug tests don't come that quickly. You know, we don't have like a marijuana breathalyzer that you can just breathe into and you have the result. But that is a really good idea and somebody should fucking invent that. So drug tests take time and I don't think they've gotten the result yet. But people are defending him with the stupidest lines. Like people are saying, marijuana shouldn't even be legal. Marijuana shouldn't even... Irrelevant. Nobody gives a shit whether he or you thinks marijuana should be legal, because it's not legal. Now, I also think that marijuana should be legal. I also think that marijuana is relatively harmless, and I mean, as long as we have tobacco legal, then marijuana should definitely be legal. But that's irrelevant, because marijuana is currently illegal. Whether the fact that I think it should be legal doesn't mean jack shit. When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. You know, when you're in Denver, I think marijuana is legal in Denver, you can smoke marijuana openly. Yeah, because it's legal there. Fitting that I started talking about this 420. But it's legal there. So you can smoke marijuana openly. Marijuana is not legal in Sweden. So do not smoke marijuana in Sweden. Simple stuff. And the people are saying like, oh, they were targeting him. Can you please answer me how the cops would know he would be driving down that road? Because they were not near his concert. And they were there before he came there, and they were there after he left. And also, it was in the middle of the night. So, yeah, there was no way they could possibly see who was driving the car they were pulling over. I mean, some articles on the internet are claiming they held him overnight. No, they held him for an hour. If you consider from somewhere around 11 to somewhere after 12 to be overnight, then yes, he was held overnight. And now we have this fucking articles from like the Washington Post saying, oh, is Sweden racist? No! No, Sweden is not racist. Newsflash. You wanna know how racist Sweden is? Earlier this week, a Somalian guy raped and assaulted a 12-year-old girl. Something that in Sweden carries a punishment of 2 years imprisonment minimum. Do you know what his punishment was? 180 hours of community service. That's how racist Sweden is. If anything, we are more lenient with black people than we are with white people. I mean, they excused this guy by saying, oh yeah, well, he's been having trouble sleeping and he's been having some anxiety problems. So, seriously, I've been having trouble sleeping for years. For fuck's sake. So, Snoop Dogg, get your shit together. Stop acting like a fucking 5-year-old. If you get punished by this, you just have to pay a fine. And if you don't pay that fine, you have to spend 6 months in prison. But a lot of people are saying that, yeah, he's not going to pay that fine. And honestly, yeah, I don't think he's going to. Because I think he's going to continue acting this fucking childish about the matter. Get your fucking shit together. Stop crying like a petulant fucking child. Petulant fucking 5-year-old. Stop acting like a fucking child. Grow up. You got arrested under suspicion of being high because you're constantly fucking high. You're constantly... Like I said, you're a vocal support of legalization of marijuana. You have prior arrest of marijuana. You're not racially profiled. And Sweden is not fucking racist for asking a fucking black guy to do a drug test and then letting him go. Fuck you. And it's especially ridiculous that it's coming from fucking America. Is Sweden secretly racist? Yeah, we asked the black guy to do a drug test. Oh my god. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. If anything, I'm fucking glad that our cops didn't just say, oh look, it's Snoop Dogg, take a selfie with him and let him go. No, they treated him like they would do any other person. This person seems to be high, drug test, he can go. But that's what I think about this. So what do you think? Do you think Snoop Dogg's acting like a fucking child as I do? Or do you think he's completely justified and just completely shitting all over his Swedish fans and saying he's never returned to Sweden because of the Swedish police? Leave a comment and tell me, and rate this video, subscribe if you like my videos, and until next time, I'm the Nerdy Guy, and you just watched Nerdy Guy Rant.